Hello, everyone, and welcome to World Building Episode 3 with me, Xizta, and Omikins.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going pretty well, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Working on a river over there?
I don't know, really. I mean, I guess. Does it look like a river?
Maybe.
Maybe.
So, last we left off, we were working on a swamp.
Yep,
Do you have the swamp?
I do have it. Everybody's gonna see my files.
Uh-oh.
Uh, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
This one right here.
Okay.
Actually, I think that's a different. No, yeah, that's what we were working on. I kind
Okay.
of cropped it off from the rest of everything.
Mm. So, we have decided that in the swampy region, that we were gonna have some kind of like alligator creatures, right? Uh,
Hmm.
and possibly frogs, toads, something like that.
Yeah.
Um, so I think this episode, we're gonna focus on actually creating the alligators. So we're gonna anthropomorphize, if that is the correct term, some alligators, not crocodiles, but alligators. But I feel like we could use because they're very similar.
Hmm.
I feel like we could use characteristics of both, and I'm kind of leaning in the direction of like an alladile, like a cross between a crocodile and an alligator, because you always hear of crocodigators, right?
Crocodigators.
People, they always say, "Oh, I don't know if that's a crocodile and alligator, so it's a crocodigator." That's what they call them. I really don't ever hear anybody refer to them as alladiles. Um, I personally prefer alladiles, so I'd much rather go with an alladile than a crocodigator. Um, So I think that's probably something we're gonna go with. It's kind of the workshop name at the moment, but it could always change. For
Hmm.
now, we're gonna call them Aladiles. Um, so I think we're probably just gonna get into what they look like, probably some of their characteristics, um, and whatnot. And I'm thinking because it's a swamp region, I'm thinking like bayou, almost like a Louisiana style, like Cajun, kind of thing where the crocodiles eat gumbo and that kind of thing. That's kind of
Okay.
where I was going,
All right.
but
Just
we'll see.
I'm just playing with this size right now, just to get a little bit. Okay, that works better.
Hmm. So
3 eyes.
crocodile
Hmm.
alligators with three eyes. That'd be weird. Maybe.
I mean, they could have multiple different variations. Some could have one eye, and those could be like the magical crocodiles that have a little bit, a teensy bit of like a little bit of like flair.
Hmm. I mean,
Um,
we can map these out. Like we'll get them
totally.
going, and then we'll try some different uh, characteristics and stuff and features, and see what we end up liking better. Um, we can definitely try a three-eyed crocodile or a one-eyed crocodile or
Hmm.
um, oh my god, a four-eyed crocodile, alladile, alligator. Well, because in swamps, especially in the southern like Louisiana areas, they're actually alligators. So say
Yeah.
we probably stylize them more. The difference between an alligator and crocodiles: alligators have more of a U-shaped nose, where crocodiles are more of a V-shaped nose.
I thought alligators had like a longer, more slender um snout as well.
Kind of. It's.
Kind of.
I mean, it really it comes. It's definitely in the snout. That's where the big difference is. And
Hmm.
the alligator one is just more rounded. It's like I don't know. In the crocodile, it's definitely more of a V. If you look them up, I'll see if I can pull up a picture.
Okay.
Alligator versus crocodile.
Well, no matter what we're deciding to do here, I need to start with a circle.
Yeah,
And that's how most characters start out with
most.
most. So we're just gonna
Alright,
sketch in
so
a
while you're
circle.
doing that, I'm gonna pull this picture up here. Let's see. This is what I found. This is a crocodile and an alligator. The top one is the alligator, and the bottom one is the crocodile. Um, so as you can see, it's the snout and the teeth really
Oh,
the big difference between them.
okay. Yeah, all right.
So you can
That's
see
fine.
how the top one is more of a U shaped and the bottom one is more of a V. That's
Hmm.
really what it comes down to, the difference between them.
All right.
Um, but yeah, so
Okay. Gotcha. I think my stabilizer's up too high. Change that. Okay. That works better. All right. So we want a V. How long do we want the snout to come out? So I'm gonna say that this is the area where the snout is gonna be placed. Does that look too large?
no. See, the other difference between crocodiles and alligators are crocodiles tend to live in saltwater habitats, while alligators tend to live in freshwater marshes and lakes. Um, but since we're kind of the swamp is like on the border of the ocean and inland, it can go either way.
Hmm.
So we'll probably end up making the allidials be both salt and freshwater. To be honest.
Well, I mean, we do have a little bit of fresh water running down from that plateau,
Hmm.
so it's kind of mixing in and like,
Right.
we got fresh water coming in, salt water coming in, and they're just big mesh. So there is that.
Yep. And we will be making a wiki very soon. I know that's something we talked about in the first episode. I'm trying to think of something to call it other than just world building wiki because that's
Yeah,
too general. So
we kind of want an actual name for like, so it's like the I'm just gonna use like a fantasy name that's already at like the Arendelle Dial Dare, wiki or something.
yeah.
We need to name the world so we can yeah, do
I mean, we
things.
could come up with a temporary name for it as well. It doesn't have to be something permanent, but yeah, it's just kind of going with that. I'm just trying to figure out what we should call it temporarily because we're
So we
allowed
can get it
one
started.
change. Like I looked into it, the wikias, the way they function is you can name it something and you're allowed one name change ever.
Okay.
So, but due to the way these videos are working and everything like that, I want to try to keep it consistent that we're not going to end up changing it.
Hmm.
Because I don't want to like, oh, go here, guys, and then like somebody's watching the early videos and it's no longer that link anymore.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I want to kind of figure something out that works. It could go either way, where it's our world no matter what. If we decide to name it something else, that it could still be that name without interference.
Hmm.
So that's gonna be up. But in the meantime, I did make a Discord, which I'm gonna post the link in chat now, and the link will be in the description below the video on YouTube. For those of you that want to join in, it'll notify you when we plan on going live. If there's any rescheduling conflicts, stuff like that. And there's also going to be a place to upload your own submissions. So if you want to include and incorporate some stuff into the world, we can try to do that. That's not to say we're going to use every single thing that gets submitted, but if we can make it work, we'll make it work, or we'll do our best to make the majority of it fit.
Hmm.
So in chat right now, I've posted the link. That is the link for the new Discord, and yeah. So
Okay.
yep.
I have
So
a question.
feel free to join that and get some stuff going. Yeah.
Now, for this particular, I mean, he's looking alligator-ish, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we want him to be, here, I'm gonna make another layer so that I can just get rid of it. Like hunched over, with, you know, gnarly hanging arms like so, with a big chest? Or do we want him to be standing up straight more?
I don't know.
Don't know. What does chat say?
You know.
Don't know yet.
Um, I mean, we could try a couple different concepts if you want to keep that head and make a few different body layers. You can make a hunched over one. You can make a straight standing one. You can make a couple different body types, and then we could decide which one we think is the best.
Okay, so I'm just gonna sketch it a different color then, on a different layer. So I'm gonna put his shoulder right here. This particular shoulder. The shoulder would be kind of off this way. I think we can probably get away with doing a slightly hunched over dud right now.
Okay.
Um, and I figure we're gonna make this is kind of gonna be his chest area, his torso. He's gonna look fat, guys, but that's not the point here. Um,
Eating all that gumbo.
eating all that gumbo. This is the crotch area. It always kind of looks like the bottom half of, I don't even know how to explain that kind of shape. Um, Legs are gonna start here. All right, now we can start blocking in some actual shapes. Legs, legs, legs. How are we gonna do this? Do you want? Oh boy.
I mean, try a couple different things out. We'll see how they look. We want big, legs that are equivalent to his arms. We want short, stocky legs.
Well, I'm more or less thinking like he is an anthro, so he needs the shapes like his Lego like I don't know. The best way I can put it is like the goat legs, the space goats from WoW. They have that jut out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're not familiar with that, it's kind of like the way that the really highly bred German shepherds are. Their back legs, they have a really big I can't explain. I don't know the terminology. But there's that. At this point, I'm looking at it and it looks like his head's too small for his body, but we can always fix that.
Yeah,
That's the happiness of doing this digitally.
like the Covenant from Halo. Exactly, Chrissy.
Yes, like that. Perfect. Um, Kind of did this leg at a funky perspective, so I'm gonna have to fix that. That's a little bit better.
So, what I want chat to do while we're drawing this here is think of some kind of characteristics that you would like these crocodile creatures. Like, we know that they're going to live in swamps. What do you think they should live in? Do you think they should live in, like, we were talking about kind of like shacks or huts or maybe swamp, like mud caves or. What exactly do you think these crocodiles would live in? These alligators or whatever. Like I suggested maybe Cajun style with gumbo, stuff like that, and I see Biermu in chat is like, ooh, gumbo. So, see, she already likes that idea.
I
Um,
like gumbo.
but maybe we don't want to go that route. So, throw
Okay.
out some characteristics, some stuff that you guys think these crocodile people would be doing, hunting, like what anything you could think of that they would be their lifestyle. Throw
Are
that out
they,
there, and I'll
yeah,
start
are they
adding it.
eating the swamp crabs or are they, things like that?
Mud huts that go into caves. They could do that.
Like, yeah. I mean, they are they are aquatic in a way, in a sense. They can have underwater cave dwellings within the swamp where it doesn't look as deep as it is, but stuff like that. I'm gonna bring his goofy looking tail that I can't draw with. Oh, here we go. Just gonna bring it like this, just for now. Um, he looks sad.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know why he looks sad.
Because like I know alligator nests and stuff. They're kind of in grassy hay-like areas. So
Hmm.
um, they could have straw huts, they that are on the water's edge that are kind of like a hybrid, like a
Hmm.
shack that you would see, in like bayou swamp houses that are just like, oh, they're wooden planks and stuff built onto like docks almost with straw huts, roofs and stuff like that. Like that could totally be their nest, or they could have the same thing that's just in the middle of the water that goes down into subterranean caverns and stuff like that.
I think this is a good basic go here. I might fix this leg, though, just a little bit. Oh, there we go. Transform. 3D form. Just want to move it a little bit. Okay.
Okay, so that's definitely one concept there.
Hmm.
Um, so now that's the more straight up approach, or is it the hunchback approach?
I mean, he's slightly hunched up in the shoulder area. Um, but yeah, that's the more straight up kind of deal, I think.
Okay.
Um, so we'll do this. Uh-oh, where'd it go?
So that's on another layer, so you could bring that back anytime you want,
Yep.
and
Beep boop.
then yeah. So
So I'm actually gonna move his head over because I need more room to work with. So that means I'll bring this back. There we go.
okay. Um, I'm thinking try an like a crocodile alligator with a more dwarf style approach, where he's got smaller arms and smaller legs, because actual alligators and crocodiles have very, very tiny arms and legs compared to their bodies.
Okay.
So, not so much T Rex arms,
Yeah, I got you.
you know?
So they would actually be lower than,
Yeah, they would be much shorter. So, I understand that the legs are going to end up in a completely different area than where
yeah.
the other legs ended, but the head will
I
stay
just gotta
about the same.
do a quick. Now this guy's probably gonna be hunched over then.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the legs having a more of a definite, yeah, kind of like that. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Tail. I mean, I'm not getting as this one actually I went a lot into detail as far as pose went, but um kind of getting lazy with this one. But that it's concept. We have to
Right. Yeah.
I have to remember that I can't really get
You
into.
can go into it once we flesh it out and decide, oh, this is the one we're going with.
So he kind of looks like he's pooping a bit,
Just a little.
just a
And then
little, but I mean,
you can totally draw a toilet under him and it would look okay.
just a little toilet.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. He'll look like a pop vinyl. I could see that, yeah. His shoulder would be way back here for this arm, so his little claw would come out this way. I actually am liking this one.
Well,
I
now
think you're
compare it to the other one. Let's go back and look at.
so. I mean, we have Mr. Tallness,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Shortness,
Yeah.
Mr. Tallness, Mr. Shortness. I mean, this is more closely related to an actual alligator, say if they were to start standing up.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, their legs and arms are definitely a lot thinner. Not thinner, but shorter. They're even shorter than that. Like in terms of what an
Yeah, but I
actual.
mean,
Yeah.
we're trying to
Yeah. We're
human,
trying to humanize them a bit.
yeah.
So.
Um, but yeah, like, are they going to be clothed?
I would assume that they will be. Most kinds of humanistic creatures like that would usually are
Hmm.
in the fantasy fiction, stuff like that. So yeah, I mean we don't have to draw clothing on them yet for the concept
No,
stuff by any means. Um, so
that's not working. That's the wrong button. Wrong button. Just clean up some of the sketch lines so that you can kind of see more of where we're going here. Yeah. I actually really like this one over Mr. Tallness, but I mean, the proportions feel off with this.
hmm
Like, a head would have to be bigger.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, I could also try. I have to be on the right layer. Uh, Scaling it down a bit.
yeah.
Yeah, because the head just seemed way too small for what I drew. No, I like this better.
And then and then a third approach, um,
Okay, third approach.
which I just sent you a link on Skype, is we could even go for more of like the Disney style
Oh,
alligator.
like from
I think the
okay.
one that I sent you is from The Princess and the Frog. So, um, like there's very there, and we could incorporate all three into one too, like but just to kind of get an idea of the different styles we can go. And I'm not saying we got to go with the Disney style, whatever, but I think it's worth looking at if you can. I know it's not really in the style that you draw, but the body shape, something along those lines.
Big and tubby.
Yeah, kind of like the more tubby, because this is the cartoon way that you see most alligators and stuff portrayed. Most, not all.
Mm.
So I think it's at least worth looking at to kind of see in the style what that would look like. So because we could go the route that the males look like this and the females look like the other one, something like that. They
Hmm.
could be uh, characterized like that. They don't all have to. Some of them might look like this, not all of them.
Yeah,
The
I mean, there's variation in everything,
yeah,
so
exactly.
just gonna put his claws here on his belly. Gonna say this one's fun to draw.
Yeah, so you see how he's kind of got that stocky kind of leg to him, and it's not so goat style like the other ones do.
Yeah, yeah,
So
I catch you on this one. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
I kind of I like the appendages better on this one, um, than anything. It kind of looks like it's stuck to Winnie the Pooh's body on him. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I definitely would have to change, like, give him more rounded features.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
But scalies. So we have these three concepts then.
hmm
Is there a voting system in
I
Discord
can I can make a there's not
or
in
a poll or
Discord, but I can
something?
make a straw poll. I could put it into Discord later, and likely what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up posting these three onto the Discord channel after the broadcast and put up a straw poll with them, and we kind of vote, and then we could see which one we like better out of all of them, and then next week we'll go into which one we chose and some stuff like that. So I mean, me personally, a little biasly, I kind of like this one the best.
I really like the one where he's this one.
Yeah,
It just makes he's just more human and it just feels like he'd be more mobile.
yeah,
But I mean, that one's fun too.
yeah. I mean, like I said, we could even we could kind of incorporate and go with this body design, but slim it down, trim it down a little bit, so it's not so lethargic looking.
Lethargic. What do you mean?
This looks like a crocodile that's like sat in the water and just waits for the food to come to it. Doesn't look like it gets much exercise. You know what I mean? Um, but we could still go with this this body style, but
hmm
trim it down, slim it down so he looks more mobile. Um,
Okay.
and then this would, under that particular circumstance, this would still be an acceptable alligator in this format.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I do feel like this would be a male type body. Like
oh
all
yeah,
these would be male type
yeah, the
body
ones we're
frames
doing for
for.
sure.
Yeah. So there is that.
Yeah.
Hmm. I lost my chat. There we
Like
go.
me personally, I think I like the legs a little better on this one than the other ones, the legs and the arms.
I I can't get the
The gut.
image of the gut and like the image of like him waddling around like Woody the Pooh.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Now let's try to take one and slim this guy down. Let's make it
Okay.
look like this particular alligator spent 9 months at the gym. What would this alligator look like?
Oh man. Okay. Let's do this. We're saving these. These are the original layers. So now we'll go in with a little bit darker purple and we'll slim him down. So I'm figuring oh, I'm on the eraser tool. That's not what I want. He's still gonna have the thick neck.
hmm
A little more cut of a jawbone there. You're not really gonna see it because the head's in the way. But there we go. Just to get a better view. He's definitely would have more muscles here. This is where the torso would be. This is like the belly area, I think. Actually, I think I have to elongate all of that.
Yeah, I was gonna say to match where his legs are,
Hmm.
because we're gonna keep the same length of alligator everything. It's not he didn't lose height or anything like that. He just lost some weight, gained some muscle.
Okay. Oh, this is not working. This feels really awkward for me. So get out of here. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Maybe come from the bottom and meet in the middle.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. I like the way that this up here is
Yeah,
working. I just need to get rid of
the waistline. Yeah, right there.
there. I have to definitely block in. So leg, leg, pelvis. Pelvis is still pretty. There we go. He's still gonna have a gut on him, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They still have to have guts.
All alligators do.
Yeah. The legs won't be too different, to be honest. They're still gonna be the same thickness, I think.
Yeah, that seems about right.
I just had to move it over, is all. So I'll go in and try to clean up the lighter purple so we can get a better view, but
Well, that's on a separate layer now. You can make that lighter purple just go away, right?
no, I copied the layer over so that it was the same so I could keep with the same like I didn't draw over the other one. I'm weird, I'm sorry. I did it weird.
Oh.
I just wanted the guidelines to be there more permanently than they should have been. I could have done it the other way, but oh, he actually really looks stubby.
So that's more of the. I think this is more what I envisioned with the crocodile in my head anyway.
Okay.
Because crocodiles are kind of stubby, you know. They're not like running around like lizard. Like I see a lizard being more tall, slender, more
Yeah, I think
agile.
that's what I was going for, the whole lizard aspect, which would
Yeah,
be more for a desert area than
correct, exactly.
okay.
Because don't forget, this guy's going to be doing a lot of swimming. One would assume, you know.
Right. Yeah, he's still
Um,
an aquatic creature-ish, so the yeah, I get it.
it's got to have those powerful swimming legs.
If Stubby is powerful, yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, they're low to the ground. So
Yeah.
even anthropomorph, whatever, I've never actually known how to pronounce that word. Humanizing them, um, you're you're still gonna keep them, I think, a little on the stubby side.
Yeah.
So
And of course, like I would when I go back and like clean up the actual design, I'd actually make not just little triangles for claws and shit. So,
yeah. Oh yeah, this is just the sketch. When we go in with actual detail, like we'll see, scaling pattern. You get the stomach going and the spines
you know,
of the tail,
yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So this is just the rough sketches to just kind of get an idea of what it's gonna look like. So now, me personally, this is my choice.
This is your choice.
This would be my choice. This one's my favorite so far.
Okay. Just gonna try something really quick. Just to appease me
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah, that feels better.
Yeah.
Just to elongate the leg a little bit. So this is our more fit Aladial.
Yep.
And this is the glutton. This is the, you know what? We're gonna put a crown on him right now. We're just gonna do that. We're gonna
He's the
put a nice.
king.
He's the King Gator. He
He's
reminds
got
me
King
of.
Richard's crown
He does.
from Robin Hood.
All right. Yeah. Oh, I got rid of the head. So
King Crocodile.
we these two that we just did, they're kind of the same style, just variations is what it is.
Yeah, I would say so. You could have one be like Grandpa Gator.
So that this is if we wanted to take a more human approach, definitely.
Yeah. To
And
me,
then
me personally, that looks more that one there looks more like the lizard. I think.
okay.
I think that would be you like you change the head up, you get rid of the teeth. This I don't know the maybe not the nostrils that way on the but that would be very close to what the lizard people would look like if we had lizard people. That is
Hmm.
so.
Could almost see this as being more of a cave creature
Yeah.
than a lizard.
Yeah, and just because we may go with one design over the other or something like that doesn't mean we have to scrap any of them. They could be reworked and repurposed into something else.
Exactly.
So
Do we want to see what else we can do here, or I
yeah, I
mean,
mean if you
I'm gonna save it right now,
yeah
but
save it up. If you want to try doing a female version of it, by all means.
okay. So we've got male dials. That's what we're gonna name it. File. Nope. We want. What did I make this one? I think I made it this. Made 1500 by 800, 1800. I think that's what I did. So now we have another fresh. Oh, I'm gonna put this by my sketching colors. Right there. We'll start off with the head again. Hmm. The alligators from Fantasia.
The alligators from Fantasia.
Yeah, those are the ones with the. They have the big belly and they have the longer snout and they have those goofy feathered hats on and they dance
Oh
with those.
yeah, yeah. I forgot
Yeah.
about them. So while you're drawing up that, I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna do work on some stuff. We'll try to get something going here with the Eladiles in terms of their lifestyles. So their houses. We've come to either like a wood hut with straw roof, or we had like a mud hut with underwater cave. Um, can we please have a crocodile dentist? I definitely think that's something we should have. Um, I'll definitely put him in there. We'll have a crocodile dentist reference somewhere in here. Like when we get into more narrowing down the individual things and start building like their village and stuff like that. Uh, that's something we can do. We're gonna eventually get into stuff like that, but we're we're gonna jump around a bit too. We're gonna try to flesh out the rest of this particular island and different things before we start really narrowing down and fine tuning like every little building in town and thing like stuff like that. So, um, but yeah, definitely like the idea of having a crocodile dentist reference somewhere in there. Um, so food, I'd say they're definitely carnivores.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe omnivores where they eat both. Um, they can have. I'm thinking Cajun style at the moment. primarily, gumbo. We do know that there is a farm region nearby,
Hmm.
so they could trade with whoever is there and stuff to make their gumbo, because gumbo does have a lot of vegetables and things like that. So um, instead of saying where they're living, there could be a lot of fish. So gumbo definitely uh, can include fish. I know that for a fact.
Hmm.
Crawfish, stuff like that. So.
Oh, there's definitely like that kind of stuff in swamps. So
Mm-hmm.
like there's a lot of swamp in Louisiana. So
Yeah. Well, that's just kind of where my mind is going for the real life equivalent of where this is kind of like the Louisiana swamp area, not like New Orleans or anything like that. These crocodiles aren't celebrating Mardi Gras or anything,
they
but
could be.
they
Woo!
they could.
That'd be interesting.
So
Topless female crocodiles, aladiles.
sure.
Okay, I think that's my female face here.
Okay.
I think. Let's go back out. It's definitely a little bit more detailed than the guys, but
Croc titties.
croc titties, oh, alley boobs. Um, yes.
Yeah, if you want to put the male face even next to it, you can like redraw or something. Yeah, I don't know. So you have
Oh,
like the male
that's the
female
crown.
variation next to each other.
Yeah, it's copy.
Maybe even redraw it in that perspective kind of thing.
I mean, it kinda is a little bit.
Well, the one you drew is the female, right?
This is the female,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm saying maybe draw the male, same uh, profile, same direction it's facing, kind of thing. So it's at that kind of side, that 3D angle.
Yeah. I mean, I attempted that the first try, so I mean that's something I can do later.
Okay. Oh, so you're gonna work on the female body right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
So
are all these aladiles, are they going to be bald? Are they going to have hair?
who
That's
knows?
that's that's another thing we could start thinking about too. Um, do you guys in chat want to see Omi try a few hairstyles out after she's done with the body type?
Hair on crocodiles. Oh, wow. That's gonna be odd. I'm thinking more like give them more of a dragonish look with horns, horn styles instead of hair
Horns?
size. Yes.
Crocodiles with horns?
That seems more acceptable than
No.
hair to me. Yes.
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
Just work with the body. Go with the body first, and
I,
then
I'm I'm gonna.
we'll see what chat says about the hair.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with probably the stubby because that's what we're going for, the male, except make it a little bit more slender.
Hmm.
Um, so we got the collarbone here. We got shoulder. Um, mean, the body's still turning out to be facing this way, just like the others, so
Oh yeah.
it's just the face is a little bit more.
I love that these ones are wearing boots. The females have boots. They have boots too.
Oh, it no, no. It's just the way that I'm sectioning off
Oh,
their
okay.
legs. It's more of a visual thing for me, so I know how to
Gotcha.
get the shape down
Gotcha.
because their feet are basically the same shape. It's just the way that I wanted to make them look different as far as the leg shape went. Like this would be their knee right here. This like hard line, and that would be their ankle. Like the females actually have ankles, whereas the guys they go knee, foot, which is funny. Um, so yeah, female. I feel like this style in particular for the the Aladiles, the Croca whatevers, are it's a little bit more cartoony
Yeah.
than like my first couple tries. So arms. I feel like their arms are a little bit more lanky. And it's really hard to see when I do thick lines like that, but hmm. No, not that layer. Cancel. That's the wrong layer.
Trying to see if the male, female crocodiles have any distinguishing traits that are
Not
different.
not
Um,
really.
from what I'm seeing, that they're not. Male can grow up to 17 feet long, while the female does not quite reach 11 feet.
Hmm.
So, um,
So the females can be shorter?
yeah, that's what it says. I mean, that's not necessarily how we have to go, but
No.
the males are usually taller, the females be shorter, and then the females also have slimmer bodies relative to their length. It says in all 23 species, male grow larger than females, making size comparisons a fast and dependable way of identifying their sex.
Well, she definitely is slimmer.
Mothers protect the young until they're about 1 year old, keeping predators at bay and carrying the young in her mouth. The only species in which the female does not do this is the growl, and this is only because her mouth is too small to carry her young. She still, however, protects them from predators. So, yeah, that's really
Like,
the only difference there.
okay.
So they are slimmer and shorter.
So this is pretty much the same style as the males that we kind of settled on.
Yeah, think it's looking pretty good. I mean, and it's not to say that this is even what we've officially settled on. I mean,
No.
we'll talk about this more in the Discord. You guys can vote and see uh, which style you guys like the best, and we could take it from there.
Hmm. All right. So, yeah, you can totally tell that they're different, uh, well, sexes just from the body shape.
Oh yeah.
So, so what we're gonna do hairstyle.
I mean, we'll look. We'll look to see, if it's something that we can pull off. If we draw one or two and they're just absolutely insane, and I think the male should be bald, right? I
Like,
don't think the
oh, like,
male
okay,
should have any hair at all. The
okay.
female is the only one that I'm thinking could possibly get away with it, right? And this is where it would differentiate from real life. Obviously, crocodiles and alligators do not have hair, but
Mm-hmm.
in this world they could. It's not saying they can't. So I don't think it's you know, out of place for them to say, oh, they might. Like yeah, it may look weird. We may be like, nope, absolutely not. So I think the first thing that we have to do, just to
It's
get it out of the way because it's so ridiculous, is just give her the Marge Simpson haircut right now.
what?
Just give her a nice big spiky blue column. Yep, there you go. Love it.
There.
Looks horrible. Get rid of it. No, but so I'm thinking maybe like a give her like blonde, like give her like a blonde ponytail. I love B in chat. It's just like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. Now I'd say give her like a blonde like ponytail kind of deal, like Archie comic Betty Boop style. Not Betty Boop, Betty Cooper, right?
Cooper.
Yeah. Let me move this notepad.
There. She has a pony.
Is she gonna have hair come over the front of her head, like bangs or anything like that, or is it
I
just
mean,
gonna?
she could. We got, we got the wisp here that she really doesn't have that much of a forehead to work with.
Well, the hair could go up over her, like be thicker over the top of her head. I can't tell if that's too ridiculous or not.
Let me block in some more color. And then I'll go in with a little bit like of darker colors so that it becomes
To be honest, I don't think that's that ridiculous. I don't think that's that far fetched. The tone of your voice is otherwise.
that looks fucking ridiculous.
I like it. I like it. I mean, we're gonna go to a vote on this, you know. So it's just we'll throw them out there. We'll see if people like it. If they prefer her bald, if they prefer that, try a few different color hairstyles on her. Like change that to like a brunette or something. And B's like, yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, B, I'm
Am,
with
am
you
I
right
the
there.
only one that thinks this does not look bad? Would she look like darker?
Okay.
Ooh, a redhead.
Well, there's brunette.
Mm-hmm.
There's kind of like there's a redhead right there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, I'd save a couple of the different color variations, just so we can put them side
Well,
by
I mean,
side.
okay.
I mean, just to show off in the Discord channel. We'll just save a couple of them side by side. We'll condense it down to one file with just like maybe 3 or 4 heads
Okay.
of different
Oh, I,
colors.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
It's just when I go into save, I do some jumbling around.
yeah,
Yeah, look at Seb. She said that looks ridiculous.
yeah. We'll
I
see.
agree.
We'll
I
see.
totally agree. I mean,
Now chop her
with
hair off.
hair,
Chop her hair off.
her hair is chopped off now. I think she looks gorgeous like that. She's even got beautiful mascara going on.
hmm I'm not saying I'm not disagreeing. I'm not saying that she doesn't look good bald. Um, I think that is probably a more likely route to go. Um, Maybe that one particular hairstyle also does not fit, and
No, I mean, if we're gonna go, I feel like their hair would be more tribal if they had hair.
tribal
Meaning,
like troll.
kind of, like the lots of ponytails, like like little itty bitty ones, or yeah, I'm with you. It's right there, B. She looks fine without the hair. Um,
I'm not saying she doesn't. I'm saying we need to look at every option.
yeah,
That's all.
I get what you're saying. I
Try
definitely.
giving her a mohawk straight down the top of her head. You know, she looks like that dinosaur now.
What dinosaur?
I think it begins with an I.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I get what you're. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I hairstyles, man. I'm not too keen.
What was I'm gonna pull him up right now.
Uh, from the dinosaurs show.
My favorite cartoon when I was younger. I'm gonna pull him up right now. Was Denver the Last Dinosaur?
Okay.
I put a side by side. That's totally what that hair is looking like right now. So
I mean, oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. What you said, Gerard? This
yeah,
is,
I know.
yeah.
Looks like chat's getting cut off. Let me see what I can do to fix this.
Yeah, see, yeah, it is better. The Mohawk is better, definitely. But I still think it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree. But it's totally Denver. Yeah, I'm thinking more along those lines of different spines and scales and stuff like that. That's
Hmm.
100%. But all I'm saying is we can't overlook the fact that hey, maybe we have to weigh all options. So
I think the female would probably be the best to do these kinds of experiments with anyways, because it just seems like,
Yeah.
yeah. So we had different spines, get the pokies.
Yeah, and keep in mind these spines will probably be more in line with their color.
Yeah, I need to see, so.
Yeah, we haven't narrowed down if they're going to be more on the brown side, more on the green side, if the male and the female are going to be completely different colors, you know, anything like that. We'll go with the color scheme in a bit. Because normally this is about the point where we would end the stream, but we we had some technical difficulties and stuff come up the last couple weeks, so we're gonna run a little bit longer here to make up for that. So we'll probably go for about another 20 minutes or so. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think the only thing left in terms of their body and stuff like that would be the color. Um, we
Mhm.
could test out a couple different colors and see what they look like. So we could go with the typical green.
So
Um,
what I'm gonna do first before we do anything, gotta zoom out, is I'm going to put all of these in their own little set so that I can do something else. Layer, copy, and where's the head? No, that's there. I'm gonna combine these two. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Shit.
move this. I can see what you're doing over there.
There we go. All right, so what I'm gonna do is probably not make it. There, we'll do that. There we go. So now it's kind of the same color.
Yep.
You said you wanted to try full on green, right?
Try a couple color variations, yeah. So let's try green and then a lighter belly color, obviously. Their
Okay.
bellies are a bit different.
Mm-hmm.
So this would be the more traditional cartoon style color scheme crocodile.
Yeah.
or alligator. Okay, so I think that is good for one of the said variations. And now I'm thinking more of like a brownish mud, like desert color.
Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually like this better than the green, but I mean, not every croc is going to be the same color.
Right.
Some might,
Depending
some
on
might
their
be green.
environment too, like we may find out that these aladiles are spread further across the land, and we may see certain different types in certain different areas because they're just like crocodiles. There's many different species in the world, and all of them look different, have different colors. Um, they may be all different colors within the same community. It does. There's nothing to say, anything like that. We'll see what looks good. We'll see what we like, and whatnot from there. Um,
So
so
the
that's
same.
definitely another color variation saved there. I'm thinking a more like slate cobalt color, um,
Gray?
like a grayish blue. Like a somewhere in the middle of a gray and a blue. More on the gray side, I'd say, than blue, but
Well, let me check out this color then.
yeah, how about that? And I have a lighter gray, like whitish almost belly.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
This would be more of like a Nile crocodile kind of color scheme here. Trying to look up different actual variations of crocodile and alligator colors so we can kind of see. Yeah, I definitely like that one a lot. Um,
No, that one's kind of cute. Seb was saying,
like an orange
reddish.
one. Yeah, reddish
Yeah,
orange. I'm gonna send you a picture of one right now, and that's kind of the one that I was looking at.
kind of that color, or is that too similar? Nope, that's definitely a different color. A reddish brown.
Yeah, there's one that I'm posting. I'm gonna put it up there. This is the real color scheme of a crocodile. Um, like you can see, there's very, very. This is almost like a salamander kind of color. The one
Oh,
that I
wow,
liked.
that's really pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, hmm. I didn't know crocodiles could have a color scheme like that. Or
Yep.
alligators. Kind of reminds me of a corn snake.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. We could try something like that after that one.
I mean, the lines are kind of hard to see, but you get the gist of what's
Yeah.
going
I
on.
mean, these are only concept colors anyway, so.
Hmm. All right, so we're gonna try doing something colorful then.
Hmm.
All right, so it was kind of more on the orange side, like so.
I sent you the link in Skype as well, so you can kind of look at that
All right.
as well. And it had like it was more of an orange belly with like a desert skin, you know.
Yeah.
It's like a checkered, almost like a checkered pattern skin between that and black. It's gonna be a little harder for concept colors, but
It'll take a little bit more time to do, but that's fine and dandy.
the king's name could be Tad Cooper, named after the dragon from Gallivant.
Yeah. That would be so cute. Yeah, I'm for that. Everybody needs more Ted in their life.
Miss Tad Cooper. I
I miss
agree.
him too. So, just more brown there. Like, sure. I'm already really liking this. Just having the different colors.
Now you see why in games like Warcraft, you see data mined a lot of different mount variations and stuff, and color schemes
Mhm.
that never end up in the game. Like it's just they test a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
Uh, some of it gets pushed into like the PTR, um, and people are like, oh, look at all these colors, and then you never see any of them. You know, it's just they tested a lot, and they wanted to see what works.
So the top is kind of checkered.
Yeah,
Like,
like the back.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not really
yeah,
gonna.
we definitely have to do an albino one. So you're right.
Yeah, it's not gonna be full on like checkered. Spotted though. Spotted. I'm trying my best here. I don't know why my pen is all of a sudden stopping with its pressure. It's just going full on.
Hmm.
See that? It's weird. It's probably because I have a lot of things going on inside. It's complaining, so I might have to restart it soon. Oh, maybe. I don't know what's going on.
The other thing to think about too is for hunting, are the alligators going to use crocodiles, whatever they are? Are they going to use weapons? If they are, what type of weapons are they going to use? Spears or something along those lines. So that's something to think about as well. Fishing poles. I could definitely see some fisherman crocodiles for sure.
Mm-hmm. Um,
Yep. So that is a good variation. We're gonna need an albino variation, I think.
okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna look up an actual albino crocodile, which do exist. I want to see what to expect from them. Uh, it seems like there are two different variations between albino crocodiles and alligators. Um, they definitely have red eyes.
Mm-hmm.
which is actually a trait in most albino wildlife. Full on, just completely white. Um, the underbelly and the overbelly is the exact same
Okay.
skin, or they are primarily white with a hint of black down the back, down the spines and stuff. Just a hint, not too
Okay.
much. I'm gonna actually just send you the picture really quick over Skype so you can see that, and I will post that one on
Okay.
the stream as well, so you can see it's kind of a hint of stuff to it.
All right.
So
That's really nothing I can do. I mean, it's white.
yeah,
Definitely, if I did a more detailed picture, could do it. We have checkered brown cobalt. I really like that one.
the cobalt one, yeah.
Hmm.
Let's go for some outrageous colors. Let's go for like a fuchsia, like more probably more on the red side than on the fuchsia side. Kind of like the alligator purses, the leather purses you see. They're like it's a bit of a darker red than that. Not too dark, but you know what I mean by those alligator purses, right?
No.
No. Um,
My Barney. My Barney looks great.
let's see.
Here, if he wants to see Barney. There we go. That's my Barney.
If you look on Skype, I sent you the alligator purse.
Okay. More red. More red. You want
More of a
more,
red.
more red.
Let's try some absurd colors out there to kind of see. And then I would give it like a darker red, uh,
Back?
maybe belly or back. I don't know. I don't know what you think would work better in this case.
I'm thinking,
Because you
I'm
see it's like a
think,
lighter red and a darker red here in the purse.
yeah. I want to say that it would be a darker red on the spine. Like so. And then probably more of a toned down color for the belly. I'll bring the red back in a little bit. Just I'm gonna blend it out a little bit.
Barney would be the town's homeless Aladile, or whatever you're calling them.
Sure. I mean, the line art isn't exactly the right color, but the gist is there.
Yeah. And then I'm thinking of an actual just straight up cobalt blue.
Yeah.
Like a bright cobalt. Uh, Even brighter than that. Like, think of No, think of the color of the inside of the Nexus in WoW, like an ice cobalt. Yeah, something like that. Because I see, like they have alligator purses that are similar to that color as well. Kigash. Oh, that's periwinkle.
This is kind of a periwinkle. Still think it needs kind of a creamy color though for the just for contrast.
Yeah. I think those are the two absurd colors.
Yeah, I mean, if you
But
want to
like
go
you said,
super.
like like they are purse colors.
Hmm.
They're clearly dyed. They're not natural crocodile or alligator purses.
Hmm.
Um, but just to see what they would look like. Because who knows? Maybe we can have Arctic alligators.
Maybe,
That would be something very weird. Um, but maybe not out of the realm of possibilities here.
maybe not.
Maybe we could have volcanic ones.
Mm, yeah, yeah. Volcanic works. I would see that more than Arctic.
Well, that's exactly why I'm thinking Arctic, because you wouldn't typically see that anywhere. I kind of like the idea of trying to do some stuff that's outside of the typical box.
Gotcha.
So,
All of these will be up in some form on the Discord as soon as I get into it, because I don't even have it yet.
yep. I will post the Discord again and in chat. Let's see. So you guys could join the Discord. We will have stuff up on there for you guys to vote on, different things like that, and check out. We will be posting from time to time, not always before, during, the streams. This may go on all week long. We may do some stuff, post some stuff here and there, um, kind of get your opinions and stuff, and see where we're gonna go. We may decide to hone in on an area. We may decide to go in another area, and that's all stuff that you guys could decide with us, um, in the Discord. So, uh, the Discord server right now is not really meant
Fleshed out.
for talking stuff like that. It's going to mainly be chat channels. Um, so we'll be communicating a lot through that. So make sure to join up on there, and yeah, we will have the link once again in the description below. So I think that's probably going to be about it
Hmm.
for tonight's stream. And Omi will I think, probably do some of these color variations as well, off camera for the male counterparts. Um,
Yeah, they're pretty
and
easy to do, so it's not that bad.
yeah, so definitely check that out. And yeah, I think
Hmm.
that's that.
Yep.
So thank you guys for joining us. and we will see you guys next time. We will decide where we're gonna go uh, for next week. You guys will help us decide in the Discord, and we'll see what we'll be working on next week. So until then, see you guys later.
Bye.